This machine has over 200 exercises, and I'm gonna see how many I can max out on in one workout. For some reason, I thought this challenge would be easier, but I quickly found out that would not be true. Alright, I'm all warmed up, and I got my list of exercises here. 171. Gonna test out my maxes, see just how strong I am. Is this a dumb idea? Probably. Alright. Okay, first exercise, standing leg curl. Okay, how does this work? Alright. That was really easy. Let's go 35 pounds. 50 pounds. 60. 65 pounds. Oh my gosh. One exercise down. Okay. Even though I've used this machine for a couple months now, there's still a few movements where I just struggle with magnetic resistance. Doing a lunge just happens to be one of those movements. Frick. Maxing out on the lunge, see how that goes. The Gym Monster maxes out with 110 pounds of resistance on each cable, so doing barbell exercises maxes out at 220. Although I've found that it does seem a little bit harder than traditional weight. So, 2 exercises in, I'm already gassed. So, I want to hit some of the bigger lifts first, and then I'll do all these there's so many workouts, like, so many. So, gonna hit bench next, and probably squat, deadlift. Yeah. 135. This is the equivalent of a plate on each side. Let's see. 185. Oh, jeez. 225. That was ugly. Back squats. I'm very warm right now. I'm just gonna try to hit 220 right now. All the way. Light work. Shoot. Deadlift. Frick. Oh, Bulgarians. It's the worst thing ever. Gosh. After 7 exercises, I realized just how in over my head I was. Bench, kneeling. Gross. I also didn't take into account just how gosh dang sweaty I would get through all this. Also, by this point, I had already spent over an hour lifting, and the machine started to overheat, I think, because I've never heard this noise it was making. I am drenched. Bicep curls on knees. It turns out that loud noise was just the fans, and I realized that the gym monster was almost working as hard as me. Almost. Just like that. Let's see, can I do 35? A really cool update that Speediance just released was actually their AI coach. Rather than going through the trouble of finding out your actual 1 rep max and reversing the math that way, the built-in AI coach will tell you exactly what weight to do on each exercise based on your exertion. I have to say, it is one of the cooler features that they've just released. Stop.
When I pass in the street, bag of money in the passenger seat. Simple, been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might have to come down, West Coast, racking up the flight miles. So I never come down, so what? This is my lifestyle. Wait a minute, work hard for the car, so that's why it's all tinted up. Wait a minute, had a real late night, woke up with my head spinning down Nashville. It's been mad good. I need sunglasses, I need Advil. I like fake money, and my cash real. I like first place, now that's good. Fast lane when I pass in the street, got the money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east.
I was obviously really struggling at this point, but I told myself that I would just push through a few more exercises. I was literally so tired, I started doing the same exercise again. Fortunately though, I hit the same max as I did earlier. If it's not obvious by now, don't try this at home. When testing a true 1 rep max, you should only really do it on 1 exercise per day. Maybe 2 or 3, but definitely not 20 or 30 or however many I've done at this point. I gotta take this off because it's getting super wet. I'm all sweaty, shirt's drenched, so try to cool down a little bit. So much better. By the way, if you're interested in buying one of these gym monsters, use code ALEXOFF for $120 off your purchase. It really is a game changer for small spaces, as I hope you can tell from this video. And while this machine is literally perfect for beginners, it can pretty well serve intermediates like me and even advanced lifters. You can't really tell from the video, but at this point it had literally been hours of me working out to exhaustion on each exercise, and I was feeling it. At this point my camera started dying, I was dripping sweat everywhere, and my muscles were exhausted, so I decided to call it quits here. So let me know down in the comments if you think you could do better. And don't forget to like and subscribe.